are in favor of the blue team, and they will hold on.
Yeah, especially Chuggy is now
Definitely top the rally. That'll be enough to get the team surging forward here as Acid gets taken out by Pew Pew. Victor quickly following that up. And that, I think, should be able to flip the point if they can just get rid of one pesky Lucio. Painless, definitely experiencing some pain right there, Hedwig.
Oh my god.
Who goes down first. Acid, though, quick to follow it up. The kills going back and forth. Acid on a little bit of a tear actually managed to get Pew Pew out of the fight as well, but I don't know if it's enough. No, Victor gets taken off the side, and Nova follows them out. And that, indeed, with Tanikby there, cloned as the Devo, may not be enough to hold on for a significant amount of time. That's actually not a bad bomb placement. Might lose a Diva back to it. Nope, never mind. Manages to get back on. Tanikby coming out of the clone form, still able to stall. Here, Batman coming back in again, scoring big. No wonder the streets of Gotham are so safe with this efficiency, but it's Nova and Victor trying to fight this one back on, and I tell you what, Hedwig, this is not ending anytime soon.
This is such a long fight, but it does actually look like somehow, some way, Plat Chat is winning this back. That being said, iMustache manages to kill Tanik, and Gazette dies. This is so back and forth. It's impossible to tell who's actually winning at any given moment.
Gazette getting hard pressured here by Batman. They're trying to back up and just give some room. It's good shatter out there by Gazette, but not a lot of follow-up. Window coming down actually at a really good time because he's able to get enough healing in, I think, to preserve his team through most of that grab. The kills starting to rack up now in favor of Plat Chat. Oh, even as I say that, though, Acid making a stand on the point. A little bit of 300 action there from the Lucio. And the Junkrat, they'll pop. Payless will pop the sound barrier to keep him in this. He came surging back in, got the sound barrier to escort him through. And just the lift comes up, the lift goes down, a hammer down, you hear that as well. So Shatter got thrown out. Unfortunately, no value to be had from that for Batman, but the fight barely even needs it. Chug and Batman combining for early kills. Chug, full microwave right there. Will keep cooking. Victor goes down. Chug gets another one, and that, I think, signals the end, and an early and solidly quick win for the Hangzhou Bark.
And you see he actually builds up his ultimate.
I think he might have aimed it just a little bit too high. Nope, even as I say that,
he gets Tanik.
He gets Tanik. Now the kill's starting to trade back and forth. Arissa's traded out here early on. It's Pew Pew, though, on the Zenyatta making the big plays. And somehow, despite Chug's very uncontested position and getting a
second corner fight.
Well, there's the Gravitic coming out early. The Dragon's being thrown in right below that. Will actually get some kills right there. Victor and Tanik combining. Batman and Chug heading to the grave. Smile trying to just hold this corner as best as possible, and you see Knock on Wood actually getting pushed back as well, just trying to take cover behind the Orisa, getting constantly harassed by the Tracer. Knock has nowhere to go but straight into the maw of Nova. Aggressive there on the Torbjorn for a second, has to duck back behind the shield. Dragons unleashed from the flank, and that'll take Acid. Painless forced out of position is knocked out as well. Immortality Field will come out of Knock on Wood, just keeps the team fighting. Still going here, have not lost yet. The focus fire slowly starting to wear them down, though. Knock on Wood doing their absolute best to keep the team up. But Gazette going...
King's third is probably the hardest point to take, in one of the hardest points to take in the entire game.
Yeah, very, very much so. And you actually see the initiation there, using that window.
Both teams have lift. If I were defense, I want to use my lift first. Not gonna end up happening.
Nope, that'll be lift coming out from the others. Gazette gets lots of value with it because Knock on Wood and Acid are both down early on. That's no turret there for anyone. Chug actually, though, trying to win this one back. Painless getting it on the action as well. And despite that amazing Gravitic to initiate very early from Painless, mostly trying to counteract the damage that's coming in. Oh, the
Batman!
Oh, Batman can't do anything about that. Just watch the Dragons eat right through him. Acid getting hit by the dynamite there, not able to push up to the point. His health is so low here. He's trying to hold on. He won't make it. There's really no one to touch. Somebody's got to touch and push it forward. Swap off completely, going over to the Tracer. Double windows coming out again. As we see, double windows, a very common event here. Painless getting kills. Chug contributing as well. Lots of damage coming in on both sides. Chug and Painless. Yeah, sometimes brave and bold. You gotta be. Acid actually getting a pick right there. Takes Nova out of the action to start. Batman now comes forward, drops the Gravitic in, plays very tight around the corner. That will force the Immortality Field out from the instant toss, but it will do them absolutely no good. The attackers the time to get that lamp out. Pushing him into the corner here, it's actually Tanik who unleashes the shot There it goes. Big damage from Tannic. Gets 3, actually. Battle now to get back into action, so they will rely on Smile coming back on the ball to get them to contest. Batman takes him up, takes him down. Immortality Field comes out quickly from Hypnotoss. That'll get the Transcendence out of Pew Pew as well. Acid now getting a pick in. The Counter Flux coming in. There is no Transcendence for that on their side. Payless can do nothing but die. Kill feed starting to look more and more red, though Acid does pop Molten Core of the Orisa. It's Batman that goes down first. They're losing the point here. Smile has to come forward, has to hold the line, pass the touch. Windows coming up on both sides. The kills trading back and forth, fast and furious. Neither side really establishing dominance, but slowly but surely. Oh, I think it's just Acid left to hold as well. The same tail we've been seeing for most of the night. Oh, the Gravitic coming in. That's
that's massive.
Will go down and up as quick as you please. Acid can't do anything but watch as Victor comes in and just sweeps their way through the team. I knew now from Chug. That's pretty good. Chug doesn't even get anything. Dragon's right down the middle. Oh no, that'll force him back into an awkward defensive position there. Batman trying to hold forward here. Batman actually managed to get the pick on Pew Pew. That'll allow Smile to come forward. Smile, Nova just chucked some damage through. The rest of the team trying to rotate back to where the Orisa was and get some damage in of their own. Then on the sideline, Chug is brutally shot down. The anti-aircraft fire right there. And I think that they managed to hold this and bring the series up to a 1-1 after a... quite exactly what they wanted to have happen right there. Window coming out on the other side, and there's just so much damage coming in from Gazed right there into the gut of the team that Window might as well be relatively meaningless. Acid on the high ground, still trying to make a nuisance of slam down. I think I might have actually miscredited someone right there, and I do apologize for that, as dueling windows are set up on either side of the point, but it's definitely the defenders who get the majority, the lion's share of the damage coming out. Even as I say that, though, Chug over the top, putting in the damage, trying to get a pick, won't quite find it. Painless pushing up on the outside edge, gets Gazed down finally. They will break through, but that was not particularly great. Tannic is calling for a pause. I don't think they can pause mid-fight, so the fight will continue. Oh, good Gravitic, chunky Gravitic coming out from Batman right there. That'll let them push up through the shield. That damage, good little pull there as well to really chuck some damage into the face of Smiles. But it's Acid and Painless who make the first 2 big kills, and they are big kills. Oh, Chuggy adds to it as well. Coming in over the top, gets Gazed out of the action. Chuggy again pays for it with their life, but they've blown up a big hole in the defense. That should be enough for them to come through and complete this with time. That being said, Gazed still trying to hold the front line. Smile goes down. Of course, the respawn advantage is favoring the defenders right now, and you should see their tanks coming back in on the action a lot faster, but not if Tannic has anything to say about it. Tannic and Victor combining for some big kills. Pew Pew even getting in on the action, and it's all
for a second and started killing him.
I don't really know. Oh, Batman starts things off by taking Gazed right out of the action. The Bongo actually coming down from Smile, who's decided that they're going to duel with Bob in the back line. A little bit of robot violence for you right there. BattleBots, unfortunately, despite the fact that Smile did really have it. No, they're switch back, and that's a sad bit of play there as the Echo almost flies back into another Gravitic. I think Nova on the front line doing the majority of the killing.
It's kind of hard for them to touch. They are going to get it.
Ooh. Dragons comes across, sailing through the middle. The Immortality Field does come out there. The kills traded back and forth, but it's Acid who does the majority of the dance of Overwatch right now. But it's Acid who's doing the majority of the work, taking a brutal off angle there on the Hanzo, coming in behind, going for another pick. Hypnotoss taken out as well. Now he'll go straight into the face of the tanks. He's got a point blank Dragons. Anyone's coming back from spawn. Acid doing huge work on the Hanzo. Will break the back of the attack and secure a win for the Hanzo, which might help blow open this defense just a little bit. Now missing the Zenyatta Discord orb. Bob comes out and gets stuck on the boardwalk. Will not be able to get all the way in, but Victor barely needs that help, actually, because Bob will still get a kill. The Molten Core coming out from Acid only gets 1. It's not enough. Gazed cleaning up, and somehow Acid gets 1 more. Comes slamming in. The Transcendence coming out almost immediately on the back of that by Painless. Acid taking out their opposite number, but Victor again on a tear. The Ash doing so much work here, and Pew Pew, the other hit scan in the lineup, will be contributing as well. They'll res Tannic into this as well. It's Bob doing the majority of the tanks. The tanks do come down and try to reset the line.
They can barely touch. Chuggy's not going to be able to touch for long enough. And yeah, that being said, oh no. See, that's the worst thing you can have happen
no.
to both supports. That's the worst thing you can have happen is just getting stuck. Both the DPS just decide, you know, he was just chilling next to the tanks, and for a moment,
Acid getting a big pick. Window coming out. Look at this rapid strike. They just, not to use Rainbow Six lingo, but they just swing the corner there with the window and rack up about 3 kills in the span of about 2 or 3. Oh, there's the dragons out. Gazed goes down. Immortality Field and Transcendence out, but Chungy's still getting picks. Tanic B, though, on the other side with a little bit of help from Victor, pushes the attack back. A great Molten Gravitic comes up. Batman does a great job of ducking underneath. The Gravitic's coming out on the other side. Bob goes into the trench. Oh, no. Victor probably wants that Bob back badly, and Bob still has angles, though. Will actually take out the Immortality Field. The window is down here. Painless, way out of position. Will get punished for it. Will go down, but Acid and Chuggy combined, doing a ton of work there. There's some weird kind of rotations from both these teams, sort of circling each other, nearly clashing and then backing up again, but the window coming out from Knock on Wood and from Hypnotoss. Shots exchanged quickly. Smile getting the better of the exchange, but Painless does go down, so the Zenyatta Discord Orbs are out of the equation. Bodies burning down on both sides. Running out of points, though, are the defenders. Plat Chat trying to hold on here. It's just Gazed. Not enough. Tanic B getting a good pick on Batman, though. Of course, the point man now going down. Tanic B actually just surges forward, but Acid is there. Oh, the lava does go down. Painless stuck in the corner. Can't actually get out. Can't help the team at all. The Zenyatta can do nothing but fire orbs petulantly around the corner. Will actually come onto the point with Transcendence to back up Batman, who does manage to touch as ball. Batman goes down. There goes Painless quickly. Now starting to push forward here. Gazed leading the charge. That's a very good window. Very decisive up. Knock on Wood. Nowhere close to having the window up. About to get it now, but not only too late. Batman is already dead. The window is ready if they choose to use it. I don't think they're going to have a good opportunity. Knock on Wood definitely considering it there for a second. Won't go. Somebody has to try and stall this out. Unfortunately, they lose Acid on the outside edge. Now the two supports coming into touch. Knock on Wood. Burned down. Painless cannot do anything but die. Ooh, Batman getting beat up a little bit. The Dragons does come through. Dragons kind of misses. Victor and Gazed, Hypnotoss all getting in on the action now. They'll storm the high ground, take the walls of the castle, and drop onto point, and there's no one to touch. Great play from Plat Chat to even... They won't be able to push up too much on the back of it. The Transcendence coming in, a Blizzard coming on the side of the Transcendence. 3 caught in that. Have to get some kills. Batman comes in, Hypnotoss out of the fight almost immediately. Nova, Gazed, oh, that was very close indeed. Chuggy actually takes a lot. Big shadow, though, from Batman on the front side. The rest of the team comes surging forward. The Immortality Field is there, though. Pew Pew, the only casualty, and they'll loot their frontline shield. Now, Nova gets swallowed off them. Nova blown out there at the beginning. There, to finish it off. The Reaper doing a spectacular job as that clock ticks up. Follow that up. Batman actually does get a hook right there. Unfortunately, he hooks Gazed, who does a great job of just eating most of that damage, staying alive, and the team is there to help. But Acid, meanwhile, is in the back line of the enemy team, just farming kills right now, and Chuggy on the front line doing the exact same thing. The 2 DPS absolutely tearing things up when it matters. Chuggy actually does have the Mercy pocket. Knock on Wood, gets the Hog back in the fight. Mustache coming on the backside, drops in, gets a little bit of damage on the pile drive, but they can't stop Victor. Victor on the Tracer, going to town with a little bit of help from Nova there as well. Acid can only act as a poor copy of their opposite number before they in towards Drum. Flux does come out early on. Batman brought up. Batman dies. Down on top of the Drum. Won't be able to do anything about that one. The typical ball stall kind of coming out there for half a second.
Early, though, don't you think?
Just a little bit early, but I think they were so nervous they didn't really have a choice. Batman speeding forward now with the hammer swinging, just trying to force the enemy team to rotate off the point. They actually do that to a relatively admirable level until Gazed comes back on. Now the kill's starting to come in. Chuggy and Acid making it stick. Tanic B out of action. The Transcendence coming in, but is it too little too late here? Just holding those supports, holding the stall. They'll try and make this just fight this out as long as they can. Acid, though, Nova, though, escorted out the other side. The clone does come in. Mustache and Batman get the fix. And that, I think, is the end. The Bark...